Americans are cooked. And this is one of the reasons why. Check this shit out.
About, growing up as a Dubai citizen, being an Emirati, is that the government also provides you with a lot, right? So can you speak a bit about like some of the benefits that you guys get being Emirati?
So, there are benefits that everybody know about. I talk about this in all the podcasts I've mentioned. We get free healthcare. In private hospitals and private clinics, we get free insurance to cover 90% of our treatment or surgery or whatever. But sometimes other things would be covered 100%. So healthcare, we get free housing. We get a land.
How does free housing work? What does that mean?
So there are dedicated areas. Let's go a little bit back from 30, 40, 50 years ago. Jumeirah, the whole area, Jumeirah 1, 2, 3. A lot of these lands were empty and they were given from the housing authorities, housing association, of Mohammed bin Rashid housing or Sheikh Zayed housing, Iskan. And these houses are, so no expat can own a villa in Jumeirah, Al Barsha, Al Warqa, Nadd al Shiba, Khawanij, where else? Nadd al Hamar, maybe? So multiple areas only Emiratis could own. Because these were designated areas where they would split them up in lands and give them to locals, to Emiratis, for whoever applies for a land. So we get a land from the government. We get that land. Some lands are 8,000 square feet. Some lands go up to 20,000 square feet. And if you have connections, you get way, way bigger lands in Nadd al Shiba. You get to build a house on that land. You didn't pay anything for the land, but you pay for construction of the house, obviously. But the government...
The audacity to label another country a third world country when these motherfuckers is light years ahead of us. Damn shame. It's a motherfucking shame. America, y'all ought to be ashamed of yourselves. And the loud ass fucking leaf blower.
Obviously. But the government could also lend you, this is perk number 3, the government could lend you $1 million dirhams, 0 interest loan for you to construct your house. So the last remaining $1 million dirhams for that construction would be lended by the government and paid out through 20 years with 0 interest.
That's so good.
Yeah. So, but we pay for the house, obviously, that we build. We can't sell the house. We can't sell the land.
Even to another Emirati?
We cannot. If it was given by the authorities, we cannot. If I went and purchased a land from one of those only Emirati could own areas, I could then sell it if I purchased it. But if it was given to me by the government, I will not be able to sell it for at least 30 years.
Do you have to have a plan for the land?
Yes, if you don't have a plan, they take it back.
Oh.
Yeah, you have there's an expiry date which you can renew. You can renew. So Dubai municipality gives us 3 years, or some people get 6, for us to build a house on that land because there are people who need it.
That's cool. What other perks are there?
Education is free. Well, it's an option. So I studied in a private school. My education was not free. We had to pay for it. But the government provides public schools, which are today very advanced and very, very modern, for Emiratis to study for free. I studied in a free university. I studied in HCT, which is a government university. I didn't pay a dime for my bachelor's degree. I didn't pay nothing. The best universities in the country, such as UAEU, the University of the UAE, Khalifa University, Zayed University, HCT University, so higher colleges of technology. These universities are free to study in. Another perk the government also provides is they could send a student abroad if he had high grades. If you get good grades in high school, they fly you to London. You get fully sponsored by the government to study in Oxford University, I mean, Manchester University, and I don't know the universities in London really, or the UK, but you know the very known ones.
Yeah.
My sister was one of them.
Okay.
My sister was sent to Oxford University. She just finished her master's
Amazing.
from Oxford.
And the government paid for that.
The government paid for that.
Sick.
Yeah, so
That's so good.
Y'all can go watch the whole episode on Building Wealth Without Borders on her station. Man, great information, man. You never know, man. I'm more focused on what's going on in the world and not what's going on here in the U.S. because we behind the times, man. We are very behind the times. Yep. Y'all niggas think these motherfuckers went to the moon. Man, I'm not here.